Hi there, it's Andy here for Going Nomad, aka Pigs on Bikes. Today I'm going to talk a bit more about teaching and what else? Hang on, there's the list. I've got a list. Teaching with no degree, and should you get a TEFL or a CELTA, and how quickly you can finish your TEFL or CELTA course and start teaching. A little bit on building construction, and also how much money should you arrive in Cambodia with, and also a bit on air quality. Right, so here we go. So typically, as I'm on holiday today, it's decided to have an out of season kind of thunderstorm. You can see there, got the storm clouds overhead. It's just stopped having a tantrum, and so I thought I'd come outside. We've got the New Year's star hanging from our balcony, which our landlady has provided for us, which is very kind of her. And let me just sit down, get in the hammock, Andy, get in the hammock. Look, you're on holiday, chill out. Right, let's have a look, see if I can bob that there, see if this works. Yeah, that might work, fine it. Okay, cool. No degree. Should you get a TEFL or a CELTA to teach English? I still think in Cambodia a TEFL. That's what I think. I think you'll be fine with a TEFL. If you've got no degree, yeah, I mean, put it like this. I don't know anybody who's been asked to provide their degree certificate when they go for a job as a teacher in Cambodia. I've asked several people and they said no. A lot of people were not even asked to provide a copy of their TEFL certificate. Let's be honest about this. Look, in your resume or your CV, if you were slightly inclined to, you could probably say that yes, you have got a degree, and take the chance of not being asked to provide a certificate for it. You might even want to do the same with your TEFL, to be honest. You know, if you've got some teaching experience already but you haven't got a TEFL. Maybe, I don't know. But naively, kind of naively, yeah, I went and got a TEFL certificate, paid the money for it, and it was worth it. I enjoyed doing the course. It gave me a good insight into teaching, and I don't think I could have walked into a classroom on the first day without having done it, if that makes any sense. So I recommend doing one. The reality of it is, I'm sure people teach without having a TEFL and without having a degree. Okay, how quickly from end of course to being a teacher? Bit open-ended really, that as a question. It depends where you do your course, and it depends where you want to be a teacher and how proactive you are. Now, you could do your TEFL course in, say, Thailand, and there are places as well in Cambodia that do TEFL courses. So you could come over here, do a TEFL course, and the next day walk around, or even before you finish the course, walk around the schools with a copy of your resume and start hitting the schools for jobs, and then it's as quick as you like. You know, I mean, you might even get an offer on the same day for a job. So yeah, or it just depends on how proactive you are really, and how organised you are. Actually, on TEFL.org, when I was doing the TEFL course on the same website, there's a whole host of resources that once you've paid to do a TEFL course with them, you can access, and there's a lot of teacher resources. And also in amongst that, there's also example resumes or CVs and ideas on what to write in them. So that alone is worth paying to do the TEFL course for sometimes, I think. Some of the resources are quite good as well, you know, sort of classroom resources. Pretty useful. Okay, so there's that. Let's do... Is $2,500 a good float to turn up in Cambodia? I think it is, yeah. I mean, I'm sure people turn up here on less than that, and I think they might struggle. And again, being proactive about things is really the way forwards on making the money that you bring with you last, and about earning money quickly when you get here, if that's the kind of thing that you want to do. But $2,500, if you land in Cambodia with $2,500 US, like, you can have a holiday for a little while, you know. You can chill out, relax, get yourself a nice-ish house, and look around for a job that you are going to enjoy, as opposed to a job that you need to have, if you see what I mean. Air quality, and let's talk a bit about air quality and noise pollution, because they both come under kind of the same umbrella, the same environmental umbrella. Okay, air quality here, in dry season it's dusty. Right, there's just no two ways about it. It's not particularly smoggy with exhaust fumes and industrial smog and things like that, because there's not a great deal of large-scale industry in Cambodia, and the traffic density, even in rush hour, whilst the traffic is quite slow moving, there's not actually, you know, physically there isn't that much of it, because the roads are just single lane roads. So the majority of them are single lane, single carriageway. So you haven't got the amount of vehicles pushing out exhaust emissions to create, you know, the kind of smogs that you see in China or things like that. Now, it might be different in Phnom Penh. I've not been to Phnom Penh for a while, and last time I was there I didn't notice anything particularly bad. A lot of the dust that you get around here is just off the roads, and it's the laterite, which is the red coloured soil. They don't sweep the roads, not all of them, you know. So traffic going up and down the road kicks the dust up. Now, our house, for example, doesn't have any glass in the windows, so all the dust just blows into the room. That's why a lot of people have a cleaner, just to go around and keep dusting everything, because it's quite dusty here. Noise pollution as well, again, because we haven't got any windows, there's nothing to keep the noise out. So we live in with three families with kids around us, so, you know, every morning at 6 AM the kids are up running around, and there's a lot of noise in Cambodia. There's no real social etiquette towards making noise late at night, loud noise for extended periods of time. Khmer weddings and religious ceremonies and things like that can go on for 3 or 4 days and be very loud, full-on disco type affairs. And I know some people who have checked into guest houses whilst their neighbours are having a wedding or something like that, just because of the noise. Why? Somebody asked me, it's quite interesting actually, somebody asked me why why people don't finish their houses properly, and why they just sort of stop and then leave all the reinforcing bar sticking out the top of the concrete. And I think the reason for that is because maybe in a few years' time, if they need to extend their house upwards as their kids grow older, either leave home or stay at home and get married and have their own children, maybe they want to build another floor on top. Now, I know that's quite common in Nepal. Something that I haven't seen too much of it in Siem Reap, but part finished construction and stuff like that, yeah, it's common. And I think a lot of it is don't bung the roof on properly yet, because we might want to stick another floor on top. So yeah, there we go. Good. I know that was a bit of a ramble, but I couldn't be bothered to type stuff, so just answering a few emails there. Thanks for sharing, liking, subscribing. Email gonomad123@gmail.com, Facebook, Twitter, and everything else down there. Check out the wife's blog as well. She's got an extensive blog on our time travelling and also here in Cambodia, so check that out as well. The link's below. Take care and stay safe. Bye bye.